want to just turn something that I think Senator Johnson briefly mentioned in terms of energy and power. And when I was in Kosovo, I learned that one of the key barriers to economic growth in the country is energy security. Kosovo relies on two aging lignite power plants. I had a chance to see one of them while heading up to the northern part of the country. About 95% of its electricity generation is from those two plants. Kosovo's very large lignite resources, was able to see that as well from the air, totaling, I think, 12.5 billion tons, which is the second largest in Europe, one of the largest in the world. Their energy strategy includes building a new 500 megawatt modern coal-fired power plant. Despite its previous commitments, the World Bank informed Kosovo in October, a year ago, that it wouldn't help finance it. And I disagree with the decision by the World Bank. We should be helping, I believe, countries like Kosovo use the abundant energy resources that they have that can provide affordable, reliable, dependable supplies of energy. So how has this unreliable supply of energy that can be used impacted the economic growth and development that we see in Kosovo?
Well, Senator, it's an excellent question. I would argue that it is almost certainly discouraging investment in Kosovo from business interests who might otherwise be amenable to taking a chance and investing in Kosovo. A couple of things that will discourage that kind of business and commercial investment. One of them would be the uncertainty of the legal environment, the enforceability of contracts. There's too much cronyism. These are all issues that need to be addressed and can be addressed by the next government of Kosovo. But anything that adds to that uncertainty, including something like the uncertainty of the reliability of the energy supply, is going to be something that companies are going to have to factor into their decision-making on potential investments. So the administration, the United States government, has strongly supported the Kosovo A-Ray power plant project. There are issues not just with arranging the financing of the plant itself, but there are issues with the environmental standards associated with the mine that will be feeding the plant that will need to be addressed. And here, there's some responsibility on the part of the Kosovo institutions, Kosovo ministries, Kosovo government authorities, and things that they'll need to do in order to pave the way for a successful program and project.
Are there specific requests that the government of Kosovo has asked of us, the United States, regarding assistance in their energy sector?
To work to use our influence to help with the IFIs and arranging the financing for the plant. That's something that the government of Kosovo has asked for our assistance with. There's been some challenges with this. It's especially difficult to secure multinational, international support for financing a power plant that's a coal-based plant. That's been a challenge with the World Bank, as you're familiar with, Senator. It's been a problem with challenge with European banks. It's one that we're working to overcome, working in partnership with Contour Global, an American company that's interested in making this investment, managing this plant. But we also need to encourage and put a little bit of pressure on the government of Kosovo to do its part to ensure that there's no shortcomings in the project that would make it harder to secure that kind of international financing.
Well, thank you very much, and thanks for your service. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.